Hey, so I know we've asked you about this before, but Bradley Chubb and you back on the field together, what's your sense as to where he's at and kind of just your excitement level to be back out there with him?
I feel good. Having Bradley Chubb, I think this will be our second full year together, man. And, I've been spending time with Bradley Chubb here at the facility. He looks ready to go. I feel ready to go. And, I think this will be the one. He had a crazy year last year, and I think it'll be even crazier with me back out on the field. So I'm excited to see the things that me and Bradley could do.
Hey, Vaughn. I think it was Draymond that said when we asked about the quarterback battle that he does not give a bleep about who wins and all that goes into that. Is that kind of the sentiment of the entire defense right now, that you guys feel like you guys, no matter who's the quarterback, you guys can win?
Yeah, it's been so much buzz about that position, and other quarterbacks around the league will do this, will we do that, but honestly, I'm so comfortable with those guys. I'm comfortable with Teddy, I'm comfortable with Drew. It really doesn't matter to me. I think both of those guys, we can go out and win with both of those guys, and not only those guys, but we got weapons all over. We got more weapons than we've had in a long time with Jerry Jeudy, Cortland Sutton, Alberto, Noah Fant, Melvin Gordon. We've improved our offensive line. We got the best left tackle in the league, so it should be good. And whatever quarterback we roll out there with, man, I feel comfortable that they'll be able to lead that offense. I can go out there and lead that offense. We got all type of weapons out there, so it'll be exciting to see.
Vaughn, having missed last season, did it change how you view the game? Did the hunger grow? And how we talk about your age, but how long do you want to play? Because we keep trying to put a time, but do you have an idea of how long you'd like to keep playing?
Honestly, sitting out last year, it really helped me be at peace. And being at peace and being content they're two totally different things. I feel like you can be at peace with whatever happens, but you still want to go out there and you still want to lead the league in sacks, still want to get Defensive Player of the Year and still do all this crazy stuff. But I'm honestly at peace, with whatever happens. And I think that just comes with time. This is my 11th year in the league. I've done, a lot of wonderful things on and off the football field. And, last year I had all of this stuff on my shoulders, beefing with Kisla and this and that and, doing all this stuff. And, really, coming into this season, I'm just at peace. I just want to play football. I want to be in the locker room with the guys. I want to go out there and just play football. I don't want to really worry about sacks. Of course, I want to go out there and do all the things that I've done before. But, honestly, I'm really at peace. And I feel like that gives me an internal peace as well. I can just go out there and focus and be at peace with whatever happens, and that's where I'm at. But I would like to, keep playing. Whether that's, here with the Denver Broncos or somewhere else. I'm totally at peace. I want to play, 5 to 7 years. I think I said that a couple of weeks ago. I got a son on the way. I think he got like 10 days now. So super excited about that, and I really want him to be at an age where he can see me play and he can know who Dad is and, all this stuff. Because you got to prove all this stuff over again. He's not going to be like one of my teammates, I got to really prove, who I am to him, every single day. And the type of teammate that I will be with him. So, but the underlying thing with all that stuff is, I'm really at peace with whatever happens, and I just want to go play football.
Vaughn, I got two for you. You're wearing a Shadow Creek hat. I know you're taking golf pretty seriously. Yeah. When you pick up DJing, you can DJ all season. Mm-hmm. Are you going to put golf on the back burner? Because your pal McManus, he's a kicker. He can go play golf. It's a little harder for you.
Yeah, it's golf is one of those things. If we winning, then you can play golf, all the time. You can go, just find time to play golf. But if we're out there struggling, it's really not a place for golf. It wouldn't look well. It wouldn't look good if, I'm coming in before, after a loss, and I'll just, play 9 holes at Carolina Golf Club. So it's not a good look. But I would like to keep playing golf. I want to, stick at it. It's one of those things that especially for me, it's challenging, and it's a thing that doesn't come as easy as other things do for me, but it just creates this hunger for me to get better. And DJing, you get somebody to show you how to DJ, and you just practice at it. Golf everybody has their own speed where they come along, and some days I hit him good, and some days I don't. This morning I played all right, and Sunday I didn't, and then Saturday I played good. It's just one of those things that really creates this addiction, man. I really love playing golf, and hopefully I'll have a lot of time to play golf this season because we have a lot of wins.
And then I know I've asked you about goals before. You still haven't thrown the touchdown pass, but can you put a number in your head on what you and Bradley could maybe do, maybe challenge what Chris Dolman and Keith Millard did in '89?
No, man, I'm at peace, man. I just know with me and Chubb out there, especially with all the guys that we have around us, and having Draymond and all these guys on the inside, and Kyle Fuller and Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson and Bryce Callahan, and just the secondary that we have, man. We should be able to put up numbers, but I don't want to put any numbers. I don't want to jinx myself. I'm at peace with whatever we do, and I know if we can play to the best of our ability, we'll be right up there with all the other great duos around the league.
Hey, Vaughn, it's good to see you. You're an optimistic guy every year at this time, but what makes this year feel different for you?
It's different because I didn't play football at all last year. I didn't play football at all, and I really attacked last offseason super hard. I really took advantage of the pandemic, and I took it super serious, and I always have a chip on my shoulder, but I just had a huge chip on my shoulder. I would work out twice a day, and I did this and that, and I just really wanted to change like my mindset, about that stuff. I feel like I had a great mindset last year, but it didn't, it didn't come to fruition for me. It didn't happen for me. So, I had to go back to the drawing board and just put these little tweaks on my mindset, and really, I just want to be at peace. I want to be a positive, light for my teammates like I always do. I want to watch the way I label things. I want to watch the things that I say, around people, because all of that stuff grows, and I just want to be positive and just, be at peace out here. And that's really my mindset this year. I'm not thinking about like my ankle, and I'm not thinking about, how many sacks I can get. I really just want to go out there, have fun. I'm excited for the fans to get here. We haven't, practiced in front of fans in 2 years. So I'm excited to, be in front of fans. I actually had a dream, the other day that I was running out from the facility, and I did like the little clap like I always do. And that just reassured me that, my mindset and the way I label things is where I want it to be. I just want to go out there and play football. I'm not really, worried about any other things. I'm not really worried about, this is my last year of my contract while I'll be with the Broncos. Last year, to be honest, that was really on my soul. Like I really wanted to, I wanted to be. Of course, I want to be here, and I want to stay here for the rest of my career. But getting past that is kind of like a release, for me, and being at this point where I am now, and being able to fight back from an injury and be back with the Broncos and have another year with the guys, I'm really at peace with, with whatever happens. That's where my mind is at.
Vaughn, a couple of things. First of all, a moment ago you mentioned Draymond Jones. Where can he go? What's his ceiling this year?
It's crazy. I played with a lot of great defensive tackles right next to me, and Draymond he's more explosive than all of those guys. I don't want to compare him to any of those guys because I had a lot of sacks with all of those guys, but he definitely is more explosive, and he definitely is faster. Whether that doesn't mean that we get a lot of sacks with Draymond or this and that, but he has the athletic ability to be one of the greats. And I don't know how we stole that guy. He should have been a first-round pick. He definitely has all the talent and all the fire and the right mindset. And I try to pull him over to my side. I'm like, man, you take Shelby, and I'm gonna take Draymond. But whoever we get, man, it'd be great. And Draymond is just one of those special inside pass rushers, inside defensive tackles that can really make a difference on the inside. So hopefully I get to do a lot of rushes with Draymond next to me, but that's Chubb's guy, so we'll see how it works out.
And second, you talked about playing another 5 to 7 years. A lot of pass rushers have done that, but some of them have kind of evolved into something different as they got older. Where do you see yourself evolving to have that career that ends up being 16, 17 years, like a Julius Peppers or Reggie White?
I really don't know. I mean, to sit here and think about where I could, evolve is, I really don't know. I can only take it, one day at a time and one practice at a time. And I feel great. I feel great, and I'm out here with these young guys, and I'm still running the same and still lifting the same as those guys. I mean, the jokes that they say, they don't register me. They register me like, they would like a couple of years ago. So in that, aspect of it, I do feel kind of older than the guys, but when it comes to like, physical ability and running and being able to, stick with all the young guys or whoever it may be, I feel great. And I feel, I just feel great. I feel like I feel like it's year 7 or year 6. I don't really have any nagging injuries. I think, being able to take a whole year off last year. I had some injuries before that kind of healed up. So, I just feel great. And we'll see how it all turns out, coming through a tough training camp and into the preseason. But, I really do feel great, and I'm hoping to play like 5 to 7 years, maybe even more. I don't want to put a number on it. If it's less, it's less. I'm at peace. I played in the league long enough. I've been in the league 11 years. So every single year that from here on out is just a true blessing. So I want to keep playing a long time, and, we'll see what God gives me.
Vaughn, you talked about being at peace, but you've been through a lot since 2015, the losing seasons, the injury. How much do you think it would mean to you personally to help this team get back to the postseason and kind of see things through a little bit?
Oh, it'll mean a lot to me personally, but I think it'll mean a lot to everybody. And, when I sit and really think about it, it will happen. We have too many talented players. It will happen. We have too many talented coaches. Our support system is great. Our fans are great. It just will happen. We got Jerry Jeudy. We can go out there and just throw the ball up to him every single time and win games. And we got Cortland Sutton and Melvin Ingram. So it will happen. It's just a matter of time when it does. And of course I want to win. Of course I want to go to the playoffs. And of course I want to do all of those things. But I really do believe that this will be the year. I don't know what the win column will look like, but we're going to do some great things this year. We have too many pieces in place not to.
Vaughn, you've mentioned Jerry Jeudy a couple times. I'm just curious what you've been most impressed by when it comes to him in year 2.
Oh, man, just everything. That was the first guy that I really seen that really jumped from, college to year 2, because he wasn't a rookie last year. He might have dropped some passes, but all the receivers do. All the great receivers do. But the things that he can improve on, if he just improves on what he did last year, he's going to be a monster. He's going to be super scary. His release off the ball, his speed down the field, the type of respect that he commands from defenders, 1-on-1, 2-on-2 is just I've never seen it like that. And this is my 11th year in the league. And Cortland Sutton, he's a monster in his own right as well. So who you going to double? And then if you double both of those guys, we got Noah Fant and Albert O on the inside. So, like I said, man, I always think about playing quarterback, but I honestly feel like I could play quarterback this year for the Denver Broncos. It's just too many options. There's just too many options for us. And then, Garrett Bowles, he's blocking the best pass rushers in the league. He is the best left tackle in the league. If he's not the best, he's top 3, and he's not 3. So he's just. I'm so proud of him. Y'all know about my relationship with Garrett Bowles and the type of jump that he's made, and he's definitely developed into a big-time left tackle. So we got Tom, we got Bobby Massey on the other side, and Dalton Reisner, and all of these guys, man. And like I said, I can go out there and play quarterback, and I can throw it to Jerry Jeudy, and he'll go catch it, and he'll score, touchdowns for me, and all of this stuff. So I'm just super excited for our offense. I'm super excited for our defense. We brought in a lot of support players as well for our special teams, and there is no reason for us not to win games. I don't know how many games we're going to win, but I know we will win a lot of games this year.